Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen, and today's video is going to be my summer book haul. Now usually I do monthly book hauls, but this summer I really held myself back from buying more books because there were some expensive things that I had to buy for school, and so I didn't buy as many books as I normally would have. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine my book haul for the months of July, August, and September, but just letting you know that with the amounts of books I already bought for the month of October, I will definitely be going back to doing monthly book hauls. So let's go ahead and get started with my summer book haul. Alright, so the first book that I bought this summer is Keeping the Moon by Sarah Dessen. Sarah Dessen is my favorite YA contemporary author. I buy every single one of her books, and she recently released all new covers for her books, so I decided to go ahead and buy all the new covers. And this is the new cover for Keeping the Moon. It is very, very pretty, so of course I went ahead and got it. And then the next book that I got was Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, I apologize. I wanted to find a book similar to The Book Thief. I was asking people for recommendations because The Book Thief is one of my favorite books of all time. I am absolutely in love with that book. And so someone recommended me this book. It is set in World War II. I don't know too much about it, but I heard it is just as heartbreaking and just as emotional as The Book Thief, and it will just make you cry and cry and cry. I still have not read this book, but I'm definitely planning on picking it up very soon. The next book that I bought this summer was also The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the third and final book in the Remnant Chronicles, and it follows a princess named Leah who runs away from an arranged marriage. And it's such a great fantasy series. It is by far one of my favorite series that I've read this year. This book is ginormous. It is 200 pages longer than its first two books in the series, and I was so happy. The next book that I bought was Frost Like Night by Sarah Rosh. This is the third and final book in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. Another great fantasy trilogy, and this is about a world that is divided into 8 kingdoms, and one of the kingdoms attacks another kingdom. A few people from that kingdom that got invaded, they run away, and then a few years later they're trying to come back and defeat the kingdom that took over their kingdom. It was such a great series. I will highly recommend it. The next book that I bought was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this is the first book in the Illuminae files. The second book, Gemini, is coming out this month in October, and so I went ahead and I picked up this book because I wanted to read it before I get to the second book. And I like the format of this book. It is written in a different format instead of the usual storytelling format. It's written in files and conversations and emails and texts, and I think it's really interesting. And then another book that I bought this summer is, of course, The Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series, and it was such a wild ride, honestly. This, despite the size, is 700 pages, and it's a pretty heavy book. If you have not read the Throne of Glass series, I would highly recommend it. The story, I feel like it's progressing and it's expanding, and I really like the way it's headed. Alright, so the final books that I have to show you are the books that I received in my monthly subscription box. And the first book that I received is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I received this in my June Outcrate box, and this is about the story of Lady Jane Grey, who was queen and then she was executed like a few days later. This is told in a comical type of way, so it sounds really interesting. I have not gotten to this book, but I've heard a lot of great reviews on it, so I cannot wait to dive into this world. The next book that I got is The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I received this in my July Outcrate box, and I have actually never read anything by Victoria Schwab. I've heard she's a great author, and this is about monsters. It's about humans versus monsters, and it sounds really intriguing. I heard a lot of great reviews about this book, so I really cannot wait to read this book and form my own opinion. And then the next book that I got was P.S. I Like You by Casey West. I received this in my August Outcrate box, and it is a contemporary book. I don't know much about it. I still haven't read it, and I honestly haven't heard anything about it, but I'm sure it's great. I do love contemporary books, so I cannot wait to get into this one. And then the next book that I have is the Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake, and I received this in my September Owl Crate box. It is a fantasy world in which there are 3 triplets that are born every generation, and one of them will be the queen, but they have to fight each other for it, and each of them have a different power. It sounds really good. I actually heard mixed reviews on this book, but the plot of the story sounds really interesting, so I am definitely will be reading this very soon. And then this other book that I also got in my September Owl Crate, and it is a little tiny book called Remade, and this is a series of books, and this is just episode 1 of season 1 of the book series, and I haven't gotten into this yet, but a lot of people have read it, and it sounds really great. And then the final book that I got this past summer is Peter Pan. It's a interactive version of the Peter Pan story, and it's really a beautiful addition. I got this in my July Best Damn Book box, which the box I didn't actually receive it till the end of September. That's why I only have the July book. I don't have the August book or the September book because I haven't received them yet. But I really like this edition. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And alright guys, so those are all the books that I acquired during summer in July, August, and September. Let me know down in the comments below what books you got this past summer that you read and really enjoyed. A lot of these books I haven't read yet, but a lot of them I have, and I really enjoyed the ones that I did. And of course, October, I already bought a bunch of books already. It's only like October 5th or something, so there will be a October monthly book haul, and I know you guys love my book hauls. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social media is linked down below if you would like to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Goodreads. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Have a good day, guys, and keep reading. Bye!